All right, this is a follower-submitted trick-or-treat story. Let's go for it. Am I the astronaut for refusing to give candy to teenage trick-or-treaters? Hey, Team Thunder, I'm a Spotify listener and a big fan. The title of my story may immediately make me seem like the astronaut, but let me explain. I love Halloween. I love everything about it. The spooky decorations, the costumes, the movies, the music, the candy, all of it, and I go all out every year. I have accumulated close to $3,000 worth of decorations over the years. Skeletons, fog machines, headstones, animatronics, lighting with effects. We even have a ghost on a zip line that flies overhead. We're not the only ones who go all out in our neighborhood, so we've become one of those destination neighborhoods for trick-or-treaters. We get overrun every year. The streets are packed. It's a nonstop line of trick-or-treaters from sunset till 10 p.m. Last year, we had over 500 trick-or-treaters and ended up spending almost $500 on candy. In previous years, we had just as many trick-or-treaters but didn't spend nearly that much on candy. Everything has just gotten more expensive. This year, it looks like everything is getting even more expensive. It's been a tough year for us, and I can't afford to spend $500 on candy again, let alone the even higher amount that it would be this year. I just can't. So I'm planning to cap the age of trick-or-treaters that I'm willing to give candy to at the age of 12. I feel like past the age of 12, you're a teenager, and while you may still enjoy getting dressed up and having fun on Halloween, the door-to-door trick-or-treating is more suited to younger kids. I don't know that this will for sure solve our problem. We may still run out of candy and end up having to give kids celery sticks. Not really, but you know what I mean. I pitched this plan to my family and received mixed reviews. My wife is all for it because she knows that we can't afford to spend that much on candy again. And she's seen how much more expensive the candy is this year. Our kids, who are 14, 13, and 8, aren't as understanding. I should note that our older two kids were too cool to go trick-or-treating last year, which supports my logic. I think they're worried about some kid they know showing up and getting turned away. And I understand the potential for embarrassment. They think that we should give out candy freely and just put the out of candy sign up when we run out. But I feel like that's even worse because it affects the little kids too, not just the older kids. Am I the astronaut here? What can I do differently? Well, damn. Caden Thunder, what did you say here? Gonna have to buy more candy. You're like, just go broke. Support the stranger children that you're never going to see again in your life. I can attest, there's no such thing as cheap candy now. There is no such thing. Even the cheap stuff, because I took Navy Thunder to Walmart the other day and we were going ahead and grabbing some to prepare. And the cheap stuff that I was looking for is in bags that they say there's like 30 pieces of for $6. And I'm looking at this bag and I'm like, there's no way in hell this bag is worth $6. The only way where the maths properly is if you get the gigantic bags with like 200 to 300 pieces in it and you get the bulk value there. Otherwise, it legitimately just did not make any sense at all. I don't know if it is just this year like way more expensive or what the deal is, but it feels like it's way more expensive. Maybe that's just the pivot for me becoming like an old crotchety man. I don't know. But I'm like, damn, stuff is expensive now. Either more, it looked about the same at Sam's Club. Like, I don't know if you guys have gone candy shopping yet this year, but it's expensive. It is expensive. You're probably going to end up having to turn the porch light off and putting the sign out like it's going to happen. And somebody made a really good point that the younger kids are going to be out earlier anyway. So just run full at it. Run full at it. When you run out, you run out. We ran out last year and I had to make a run to Dollar General. And I could barely get back into our neighborhood to get back to the house because it was so crowded to replenish our candy to be able to give to people. It was it's a stressful moment. But yeah, I get the sentiment, and I think just having at least one kind of backup plan, like some extra non-candy type things that you can use as an in-between if you do have to make another run or if you're getting ready to shut down. Yeah, I mean, don't send yourself into financial turmoil by getting candy because you're literally just giving it all away. So do what's right for you. I understand the sentiment here. I understand having to do something, but it sounds like doing it until you run out is going to be the best thing. And that also hedges against the possibility of one of your kids' friends showing up and getting turned away and there being that embarrassment. It does hedge against that.